deciding your own fate. Once upon a time, there lived a king called Vikramaditya. He was the king of Ujjain. He always thought about the welfare of his subjects. One day, a sage came to meet the king. He told Vikramaditya, I have arranged for an yajna, and for this, I need a corpse. Once you enter the forest, you will find a tamarind tree at the corner. Vedal is hanging. Only if you can bring his corpse to me, will I be able to conduct the yajna and attain the supernatural powers. This told the king that not everyone could perform this task. Since the king was one of the strongest and wisest men in the kingdom, the sage had come to him. The king could not say no to the sage, and he went to the forest looking for Vedal. The atmosphere was scary. King Vikramaditya still went up to the tamarind tree and put Vedal on his shoulders and started walking towards the crimson ground where the sage was waiting for him. Vedal told the king, I will tell you a story. At the end of the story, there will be a question for you. In case you know the answer, you have to speak out, or your head would be crushed. Also, while you are taking me to the sage, if even for once you open your mouth, I will go back to the place from where you have fetched me, and you will be forced to start your journey once again. With this, Vedal started narrating the first story. One day, a king and queen returning from a pilgrimage, and on the way back, they entered the cave to find some water. However, there was a giant living inside the cave, and on seeing the two humans together, he rushed to kill both of them. The king was in danger, and he pleaded helplessly to the giant to spare both of them. The giant said, I can spare both of you on one condition. You should send someone as my food within 5 days, or else I will reach your kingdom and kill both of you. The king agreed to his condition and left the place as soon as possible. However, once the king returned to the palace, he was worried as to who he should send to the giant as a food. It was hard to find someone who would be ready to sacrifice his life so easily. The king called his minister, and the latter said, Your Majesty, only a person in need will be ready for such a sacrifice. Only a person who is extremely poor will be willing to die. Thus it was announced in the kingdom that if one is willing to sacrifice one life to the giant, he will be surely receive the best gift of life. No one came forward, as everyone thought that a life was more precious than treasures. There was a poor old man living within the city. He had 5 children, and he could feed none of them properly due to lack of money. He went home and told his sons about the king's announcement. Instantly, the elder son agreed to go. Since he could not see his parents and brothers suffering, he went up to the king with the proposal and laughed loudly as the king praised him. Soldiers then accompanied him to the cave of the giant. On seeing the giant, the boy did not give up the hope. Ultimately, he succeeded in killing the giant on the spot. In this way, he earned both money and fame. Now Vedal stopped his story and asked the king, Tell me, why did the boy laugh when the king praised him? If you don't speak, you will be punished. Vikramaditya replied, The boy laughed at the sheer selfishness of the world around him. His father was so old, could have gone to the giant instead of sending his son, and the king, who was responsible for saving the entire kingdom, was sending someone else to protect his own life. Inspired with this brutal reality, the boy decided to fight the battle himself, and this way he was able to give the giant a real fight. The king was right, and Vedal, as was agreed upon, and returned to the tamarind tree. Okay guys, thanks for watching.